Most of us suspect that many of our devices are spying on us. So we're talking about things like computers and phones. But did you know your car actually is tracking you? Our 13 Investigates reporter Sierra Putman talked with privacy experts and learned that cars are one of the most intrusive possessions that we have.
And Scott, just today, a U.S. senator called on the federal government to investigate, quote, invasive data privacy practices by automakers. And get this, we found that you agreed to have tons of your information collected, and you probably didn't even know. Cars are a symbol of freedom and independence. We use them every day, whether headed to work or taking a family trip. It's an emotional connection.
I loved my car because it's a small SUV and I'm short.
Candace Boyd Simmons,
love you too,
is a working mom and wife. Her Mazda CX-9 is a constant companion.
We're in the car a lot.
She trusts her car to help her run errands and take her daughter to school, but had no idea how much information she was handing over.
When you were buying, did you even think about the privacy policy?
No.
Every car manufacturer has one or more. They're several pages long. You may not be surprised they're collecting information about your speed and braking, your behavior behind the wheel.
This is scary. This is scary.
But your car is also collecting details about your life.
At this point, do you think car companies are collecting too much of our data?
There is absolutely no doubt.
Oh, I should have asked you where you want to go.
Angie Raymond teaches business law and ethics at Indiana University. She says the companies collect mountains of information.
And why not? Because they know no one's paying attention.
Data is big business.
Trillions. The data ecosystem is trillions of dollars without any question whatsoever.
Still, she admits it wasn't on her mind when she bought her Subaru.
Did you look at the privacy policy?
No. And I'm a privacy person. Absolutely did not.
This is not just a Mazda or Subaru issue, but an industry-wide concern.
You say they are your worst product category that you've ever reviewed?
Oh, by far, by far.
Jen Coltrider is with the Mozilla Foundation, a tech-focused nonprofit that ranks products based on privacy and security features. It reviewed 25 car privacy policies.
We never had a category where we couldn't find something good that we could recommend to somebody to choose over something bad.
Coltrider and Raymond say car manufacturers have multiple policies that are confusing, vague, and allow for the collection of too much data, including where you go, what you like, text messages, and personal information about your health and sex life. No, really. There it is in one Kia privacy policy. The company may collect data about users' sex life or sexual orientation, but that's not included in the Kia Connect privacy policy.
Oh my gosh. No, why would you need to know that?
So we don't know how automakers collect all this information, but experts tell us there are a few possibilities, like when your phone is connected. Modern cars also have lots of sensors and cameras like this.
There are 9 cameras, including one inside. There's like that watches you. I think that's probably the biggest data privacy concern.
Luke Zhang owns a Tesla and likes its high-tech features.
I work in tech as a data scientist. I don't see this as a car. I see it more as an adult toy.
Unlike many other companies, Tesla lets owners easily opt out of some data collection.
Under privacy.
But Zhang noticed choosing to opt out may have serious consequences.
They warn you, if you turn it off, this might result in your vehicle suffering from reduced functionality, serious damage,
and possibly make the vehicle inoperable.
As a consumer, I think when I bought the car, I should have the right to use all the functionalities this car provided, regardless of what I choose to do with my data privacy.
After our conversation, Zhang chose to let Tesla collect more of his data
so that they can improve faster.
But that was his decision, an informed decision, and he accepts the risks.
Are we worried about hackers? Are we worried about other countries getting this information? What could go wrong?
All of that.
Raymond thinks companies should have to clearly explain what they're collecting, why, and who they share it with. A system that gives consumers the keys, so they control what happens with their information. It's important to note all of this appears to be legal. We reached out to the car companies and several tell me they follow current law and would welcome additional consumer protections, but Congress would have to act.
So what can we do to protect our data?
This is the tricky part, Scott. You know, the experts say you can just not connect your phone or go back to driving an older, unconnected car, which many of us just aren't willing to do. We've posted comments from major car makers on our website, as well as links to privacy policies. Check for your company at WTHR.com/13investigates.